Alright everybody, welcome back. We are a Josh and Kristen shy this week, but no matter, we will continuing on. Last week, the party made it out of the woods. They found a journal inside of one of the tree houses that they investigated, alluding to some sort of purple-skinned, white-haired race that had come out of a cave that had recently opened up, and started attacking the settlement, and after a while they stopped writing the book. After coming out, they happened upon a town, which apparently didn't believe in magic, and rather than asking why they don't believe in magic, or talking to them at all, they decided to just cut a chair straight down the middle with a spectral axe, to show them that magic existed, prompting the bartender to scream and run away, shouting something about demons inside the pub. While he was screaming and run away, they quickly fixed it, and then sat there all innocently, saying, "Oh no, we're just illusionists." After which they put on a pretty great illusionary magic show, quote-unquote illusionary. It was actually magic pretending to be illusion, instead of the classical illusions pretending to be magic, which is fun. They managed to make it out of there without getting arrested. They got to the actual city that they were after, where they had tracked their piece of the sword to, a little bit after the gates closed. Buffoonery ensued, and twice in one session at two totally separate cities, they almost got arrested once again. I mean, that close. They calmed down, spent the night outside the gates, got into the city, then they proceeded to go to a local noble's house where they met up with a servant. They learned that the stuff had gotten auctioned off through the auction house, talked to the auction house, learned who had bought the item that they were after and where he was from, and also got a large chunk of amber they have in their possession appraised, stating that it was worth quite a bit of money. In fact, we're auctioning tomorrow if you want to throw it in there. They said sure, and we left off with them filling out paperwork. Picking up this time, if nobody has anything else, the rest of that evening you fill out paperwork, you go back to your rooms, and you go to sleep. If no one has anything else to cover that evening?
Nope, just vigorously filling out paperwork.
Perfect. Last bit of instruction is please do dress appropriately, and the auction will be held the following evening.
What classifies as appropriately?
I mean, it's a really nice auction house.
So this is like heckin' fancy.
Yes.
Okay. You're muted, Kedron.
I'm gonna put on the fine clothes that I have, because I still have those in the bag of holding. Although they're probably not listed down anymore, because I thought Josh would keep track of what was in the bag of holding, but, you know.
I know you started with this due to your Nogi background.
And then I'd also bought another set in Kimikuru in the fashion of closer to my home. So I have two sets.
What made you fancy?
Alright, well I think I need to go fancy clothing shopping. Cause
sure.
I could wear just a neat dust bunny, but...
Well, you have your vestments of office, right? Your formal vestments of office. From being a a church official back in Vatican, which is technically also a government official, and a priest.
And that would work?
I don't know, do you think it would work? Like, probably. Like, if you don't want to let everyone know that you're, like, a priest or whatever, you could totally buy some really nice clothes. Or you can throw on your dope, gear that you have for your official office duties. I know Alara's is all shiny and stuff, and she likes to wear it every chance she gets.
Sure, I'll do that. That works.
I have fine clothes, because I'm an Inquisitor, and Inquisitors don't always want to be seen.
Alright. Anybody else?
I've got fine clothes too, thanks to that last incident.
He almost went to the party in a loincloth and we made him buy fine clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great times.
Well, at least you got that sorted out and you have fine clothes now. Alright, yeah. Is there anything throughout the day you guys are doing? To
Check back in at the blacksmith and see if he's heard anything back.
Sorry. You check back in with the blacksmith, and the word is no, not yet. We're working on it. I'm putting out feelers. I've talked to a couple of people. I'm going to get back to you.
Yeah.
Any cool, like, magic-y shops?
You look around, and there is, of course, Salazar's. But besides that, no. Most of these shops are fairly mundane. I mean, magic shops aren't, like, super common.
Okay. Makes
But
sense.
no, like, you have your weaponsmith and your armorsmith, and you have a couple of different item shops like that, right? You have your general goods store, where you can buy just about any mundane item you need. But as far as just a dedicated magic shop, this isn't a sprawling metropolis.
Right.
This is a small city.
Okay.
Ooh, let's go to the basement.
So I think unless everybody has anything else, I think that's about it for
Okay,
just
cool.
today.
Well, then the day passes by, the evening is coming up, and I take it you guys are making your way to the auction house.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all get all gussied up, head towards the auction house. Ilara and Nagir are feeling a little under the weather and choose to stay at the inn for now. They may show up later, but they're not feeling great. Something they ate didn't really agree with them real well. So they're hanging back, and the three of you will be attending this evening's event. As you make your way there, not a lot happens. You're kind of looking around the city, and it just seems to be kind of your normal small city. You get to the front doors, and they are all lit up. No lanterns or candles, just little lights. You assume produced by magic. There is music coming from the inside, like really nice, soft, classical type parlor music is coming from the inside. People are moving around. There's an air of activity, whereas last time it was mostly locked down and only the front office was open. As you come up to the front, there are two rather large dragonborn standing in there at the front in tuxes that they look like they're about, well, tuxes, yeah, sure, why not? Look like they're about to just rip out of. And there is a small gnomish individual standing in between them as you walk up, and he goes, hello. Oh, you're on the list.
Yes, sir. Florum D.
Florum D. Ah, yes, I have 5 on the list. Will the other 2 be arriving later?
Keep an eye on them, but for now they may not be able to make it.
Very well. Very well. Well then, let's go inside and have you announce real quick. One moment, there is a duke here who has precedence. I'll be right back. And he hops down, and the doors open, and you hear Duke. It's a little muffled after they get inside. Comes back out and he goes, very well, your turn. And he turns to walk back inside, expecting you guys to follow.
Guess we're following the gnome,
The doors open, and it's a nice little open area. There's not like a dance floor or anything, but there are like servants walking around with trays of champagne and little hors d'oeuvres being served. And the doors open, and you all kind of come in behind him, and he says, now presenting Florum Die of Vatica. Everyone kind of turns and there's little golf claps, and a few people kind of look over your way. One person, however, what are y'all's passive perception? Or are you guys just perceiving this crowd? Like, what's going on here?
I got a passive perception of 20.
Okay, you notice. How about the other 2? Like, are you, like, actively scanning this crowd, or are you just kind of...
I mean, I would assume so.
Okay, cool. Perception checks. Just give me perception checks.
Perception, that's going to be a 16.
Okay, cool. Yeah, dude.
For 30.
Kedron, you definitely catch it. Father Ironcloak, you definitely catch it. Thule, you're a little distracted. It's not super difficult to see, really. One person just locks onto you. and starts making their way through the crowd, hoping to looking like they're trying to intercept you as you're coming down. This is a woman with dark purplish skin, white hair, long pointy ears.
I'm assuming we like checked our weapons and stuff at the door, right? Or this was like a no.
There are ceremonial weapons are allowed. Like you have a few people with like ceremonial swords and stuff that are peak bound.
I'm assuming I wasn't allowed to bring my halberd in here.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm going to throw up the hood of my cloak and disappear into the crowd for a second, still keeping an eye on her and my members of my group.
Okay, sure. Yeah, what does that cloak do again? You haven't done it in so long.
I can disappear into groups of people. I have the base stats. You never sent me an official version of the updated, but it increases the DC. I don't remember how much you set by. Originally, the DC was like 12.
Oh, it's higher now. Yeah, I think it's like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
And it's pretty clear she's like beelining it for us.
The original was a 13 perception check.
Yeah, it's a 16. She didn't make that. So Kedron just kind of sidesteps basically out of sight into the crowd.
Not even you guys probably see me unless you roll high enough. So.
I mean, I have a 16 perception check, so
That was for the crowd,
yeah.
not for the
So I'm assuming we're like on like stairway
yeah,
entrance.
Being down into the crowd, and she's now making her way, hoping to intercept you very quickly.
Alright, so I'm gonna Thule. Follow me. And we're going to like veer off and go like not opposite direction, but like catty corner, so if she wasn't beelining it towards us, like it's pretty obvious that if she meets up with us, that's what she's doing.
I'm gonna stay relatively
she
close by.
Changes course to intercept.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay relatively close by to keep an eye and an ear on whatever's gonna happen.
As she gets closer, she goes, pardon me, I couldn't help but notice they said, Vedica.
Yeah? Yeah?
Pleasure. My name is Ali Gratul. I'm from Nukra. I'm a merchant there, and I've been trying to gain contacts in Vedica so I can export coffee and tea. You see, I like to do a lot of textiles, consumable goods, coffee, teas, marmalades even, anything that's, you know, shelf-stable and transportable. I really am into that sort of trade. Now, you all have some of the best coffee and tea in the entire world. And, well, try as I might, I've written letters, I've sent envoys, I've done everything I know to do. I can't get any response. My envoys say that they're stopped at a giant wall as soon as they get to your country and aren't allowed in. However, you're here, and I thought perhaps we could talk. Trade agreements, or what steps I would need to take.
Insate.
Oh yeah, roll insight check, that's fine. 27. Anybody else?
Sure. This is the same sketch, but yeah, insight. Natural 20.
Also for 27.
Duel, you getting in on this?
Come on, another natural 20.
You got
Oh. That's perception.
2 27s and a 6.
That was a perception.
Oh, wait, what?
Insight.
Oh, insight, sorry.
But he rolled a natural too, so I don't think he's inciting it. So
Duel. Hard to read. You're not really sure. Kedron, Iron Cloak. Super earnest. She is so excited to finally find someone from Vatican, especially someone that's dressed like they might have some sort of authority, because she has been trying desperately to make inroads for trade. Kedron is one of the really leading families. You would know that there are only a few specific merchant families who are allowed in and out of Vatican for trade. You also remember very recently one of them got their contract revoked.
I'm going to, from behind her, drop my hood and say, well, maybe we could discuss this further. There are things that you could help us with as well.
Right. Hello. Oh, there you are. popped off to get a drink, did ya? Ooh, I could use a drink. She grabs, in one hand, 4 glasses of champagne and hands them out to each of you except for her own.
All right, how big is this girl's hands?
Not very big. She's a drow.
Just
Right?
very
That was the
dexterous.
description I gave. She's just very good at
Alcoholism?
well, maybe
Sleight of hand.
she might have a Australian accent for that reason. But anyways, yeah, she's good. She's obviously practiced that. It's sort of a impress the people you're talking to move, parlor trick, if you will. So, pleasure to meet you. As I said, I am Alligator, sorry, Alligator. What are your names? I'm so sorry for being rude and jumping right into the business without even getting introductions out the way. I got really excited.
Well, I am Kedrin of House D'Artagnan of the D'Artagnans, the leading families of Vatican.
As you say that, her eyes just light up. Leading family,
See,
what does that mean?
Vatican doesn't exactly have nobles. We don't really give into such concepts, but we do have a group of distinguished families that help guide our people.
So, like nobles?
Not entirely.
Right. She kind of leans over to Thule. So they're like totally not nobles then? As she does little like air quotes.
You just stand silent there.
Jason?
You catch that? Hello?
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 Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Allie leaned over to you and said, so they're like totally not nobles then?
Yeah.
Got it. Well, pleasure to meet you, your lordship, sir.
Simply cool.
Simply, what now?
Kedrin.
Pleasure to meet you, Kedrin. Like I said, I'm a merchant from Nocron. Would love to discuss trade, for sure.
You see... excuse me. Oh.
No, wrong pipe, eh? Happens to the best of us.
We would certainly love to discuss things with you, but there is also something I believe you might be able to help us with.
Oh? Well, I mean, that's what trade is, after all.
You see, we recently got word that something that we're looking for might possibly be in Nocron, and we lost the
What are you looking for?
Am I the only one that lost the just now?
Yeah, I lost it.
Refresh.
Hey, he's back.
We recently retrieved word that something we might be looking for is in, might be in Nocron with a certain individual. We're not entirely sure what that is, and, you know, since you are a merchant, might be connected to some of the different individuals in the area, might even be able to point us towards the individual at this meeting.
Oh, yeah. Depends on who you're looking for.
Okay. Like I said, I still haven't found my notebook, and I didn't have it last week, so I couldn't take this note anyway, but...
I lost my notebook from St. Louis.
Do either of you two remember?
Mortis. De Mortis was his last name.
Someone by the name of Demorphus.
Oh yeah, he's a major noble actually. He's the Duke over there in Nocron. In surrounding area, obviously, as Dukes don't just control a city, but he has that one in surrounding area.
Well, if you could possibly arrange some sort of meeting between us, I might be able to send along with you some sort of letter of recommendation.
Yeah, I'll definitely try my best. I'm gonna level with you. Alright? Merchants? Yeah? Duke of Nocron. Way up ya. Like, I'll
Look,
try
how
my
about this?
best.
This might help you out. Tell him he recently retrieved an artifact that very little seems to be known about. We know quite a bit about it.
Might be useful.
Collectible item. A sword piece
Actually,
discovered in a forest near here.
Yeah, you probably like that. Also, there is an event coming up. 2 weeks, I believe. It's hosting a ball. As foreign, well, you're not nobles, but you know, whatever. As foreign, totally not nobles. You lot would probably warrant an invitation. I mean, I could arrange that. I have one. Anybody's going to be there.
Alright then. Sounds
If
wonderful.
you come to Nocron around that time, don't stay at the inns. Just come to me. You can stay in my place. I got a nice manor, plenty of rooms. You'll be well taken care of, and we can definitely discuss business because I have some great trades I think you all would like. We have Nocron textiles and ceramics, all sorts of interesting things. There's the and she starts rambling about like different products that they
Excuse me,
export.
ma'am.
Yeah.
We still have the issue. We're not entirely sure where to find this. No.
Oh yeah, well you're gonna have to come to the land down under. So you go out of town and you head north, right? Along the road. And she gives you directions, and Kedron, you have a very high passive investigation, right?
Yeah.
Where she directs you to is the opening to an underground road that has been built through a cave that matches loosely the description of where that cave opened up in that journal.
Not gonna say anything, but
Now, granted, that was over 1,000 years ago when that journal was written,
yeah.
right? But yeah, no, it loosely lines up with that. At least that's how you go there. Like, there's a road underground, right? You'll go through a bit of a forest. Dangerous. Don't go off the road. Definitely don't go off the road. Usually the locals will leave you alone if you don't. You might run into a few things that are nasty. That's why you trouble numbers. But yeah, just follow the road. It'll take you right to the gates.
Alright then. Thank you very much, and we look forward to possibly further discussions with you about business.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And-
Don't let me take up all your time.
I haven't been back to Vatican in a short amount of time. I've been travelling. It's quite a travel of years.
Oh yeah, of course.
But, just, this is no promises, of course. But, there was recently an approved merchant that is, let's say, no longer approved. So, things might look up.
Well, thank you very much. I'd greatly appreciate it if you put in a word for me, for sure.
Let's see if we can help each other.
Well, that is the very definition of tradesman, isn't it?
Okay. Well, you have a lovely.
You as well, of course, yeah. She kind of goes off into the crowd, very happy. Very happy. There are some other dignitaries that are announced. There's a couple of local nobles. There's several merchants present. And of course, there are emissaries of nobles there as well. People who travel in the name of such and such, right? None of them you've really ever heard of. Most of them seem to be mostly from this side of the world. There is one from Kangakuru, a minor noble house that you didn't really interact with while you were there. And then a few other spatterings from hither and yon. It's a very varied group of collectors and merchants and eccentrics. Definitely some odd birds in here. There's a dude that just has like tons of feathers coming out of his hat. It's just a whole thing. But unless there's anything specific you're looking for, like any sort of contacts you'd be looking to make in the city, there's a bugbear roaming around with a nice tie.
Interesting.
Just a
I
little
will just,
bug.
for now, just sort of sink into the crowd and meander, keep an eye out, keep an ear out.
Yeah, of course. At one point, a servant does come up to you and hand you a little card, and it is a bidding card. It has a number on it. You are number... 38. Write that down. Alright. And after probably 45 minutes to an hour of some like socializing, and you chat with a few people, nothing very interesting. Oh, where are you from? Oh, whatever. Whatever rich people talk about. I don't know, I'm not rich. Oh yes, I bought this yacht the other day.
The old doors are wonderful. No.
You're completely quiet, Kedron. You got way too far away from your mic.
I said, oh yes, the old doors are
Mute your
wonderful.
mic.
Nothing.
Obi, can you say something? Maybe it's me.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I think it's me.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Brian's just being a loser. Can't hear us. Why do you gotta be a loser that can't hear?
Yes. So wonderful.
How's about that?
Something or durs. How about that those avocado toast? Yeah.
Dragon?
How's about now?
Jacob, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah, I can't hear you. Give me a second.
All kinds of fun tech issues tonight.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
They can't hear you, so.
I know.
Say something?
How about now?
Okay, for some reason it switched my audio output source to my earbuds that aren't even down here.
Nice.
Okay, anyways.
Did your wife knock them over and they fell out, Bluetooth connected automatically?
It should have connected automatically to my phone. That's usually what I pair them to. But anyways, yeah, whatever rich people talk about, I don't know.
Avocado toast.
The old
Avocado
doors
toast?
are- Yes.
Yes, avocado toast with gold film.
Caviar?
Caviar, yes. Avocado toast and caviar. There's lots of that. It's very popular right now among the rich folks. Yes. Yes. It had started to make its way into Vatican just before you left, actually. Your mother began consuming it for breakfast. It's a very popular item.
I need a
I'm sure
sugar
the rest
mama
of
who
you-
can give me this avocado toast with caviar, because that sounds pretty great.
I'm sure the rest of you peons have never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the general vibe. After about 45 minutes of that just completely unbearable snobbery, the actual auction begins, and an old man comes up to the front and taps his gavel lightly, and the people file away to seats and everything. You guys are showed to your seats, and over in the sellers section. Did you guys want to put down a deposit for bidding power before it started? Or did you want to just wait until your item came up for sale and then use that later?
So we can't bid unless we put down a
Correct.
deposit.
It's you put down, say, 100 gold. Your bidding power is 1,000, right? It's you put down a tenth
We
of what you
swung
can
by
spend.
the bank before that because you had not mentioned that yet. So,
I mentioned that last session.
okay.
Or can we
Yeah,
write them a check for it? Since
Or
we
you
can do
check.
that.
Well, the whole point is to have the cash in hand, so no. But yeah, you could have run by the bank. That's fine.
I'll toss down 1,000.
1,000 gold. Okay, yeah, you have bidding power of 10,000
so
gold.
rich.
Which is just
Most
for
of
your
my
group
money.
because you were issued one bidding card since you brought in an item as a group. You can do individually if you so please. You can fill out another couple of forms for that.
I'll throw down another. I'm assuming if we don't bid, we get our money back, right?
Yeah, it's just a deposit.
Alright, I'll throw down another 500 gold.
Alright, you were at 15,000 gold bidding power. And with that, the auction begins.
I'm just going to take all of Josh's money and put it in there too.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And Alara's, just...
Yeah.
The entire group fund? That has what, like, lots of money in it, yeah?
So, do you guys want me to run the entire auction, or just points of interest?
Toss up some points of interest.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with one that's not a point of interest, just for how they start the auction, and we'll go from there. Here, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's auction. We're going to start with this wonderful piece, beautiful oil painting, done by Grandmaster Ichibo von Kazan. Starting the bids at 20,000 gold. 20,000 gold, thank you, number 33. Now moving on to 23,000 gold, and so on. It is
A bit dry.
it's rough. If this isn't your thing, like if you're not super into like obscure art pieces and stuff, not your thing. Drinks are provided, food is provided, and sometimes that's the only thing that gets people through. Some people do wander off and come back like in between lots, or like if they're waiting for something specific to come up. So go through the evening. The first item of possible interest. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have here before us a cloak of Arachnida. I gotta... Yeah, all of my descriptions for these things I left up in St. Louis as well, but hey, because they're in my notebook, but they're all official items anyway. So, just quickly research. Now with this item here, you can protect yourself against poison. You can climb up and down walls as well. Any sort of vertical or upside down surface is no hindrance to you. It's great for party tricks or simply to hold inside of a personal collection, as well as the webs of any sort of dangerous creatures you may keep. Does not bother you. This was once belonged to the great Lord Eisenhower, the renowned spider keeper, now dead and is put on for auction. Let us start the bidding at 80,000 gold.
Are we bidding for Dwight D. Eisenhower's magic cloak?
No, that was Dwight the Spider Keeper. Different guy.
Hand goes up and is bid at 80,000 gold. Very well, do I hear 90,000 gold? Again, 90,000 gold. Do we want to see how far this goes?
No,
or
we can't bid on it, so
okay, cool.
doesn't matter.
Like a couple 100,000 gold. It ends up being like 300,000.
Yeah, I got
This
that line
stuff
right.
might be lightly inflated due to the fact that they're marketed as collectibles.
Well, at least ours will be marketed as collectible too.
That's right. A few more art pieces, some interesting bones of giants and of great lizards. And then finally comes up another one. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a transportation cube. Coded to, they say, different planes of existence. Taken from the collection of a very wealthy merchant who, some individuals say, got his wealth by trading in the city of Brass. Merchants, this may be for you if you plan to open interplanar concessions. We'll start the bidding at 20,000 gold.
Darn it!
Do I hear 20,000 gold? It goes up for 20,000. Do we want to keep going?
I'm keeping an eye out on who buys it.
Alright.
You don't have to give me a name or anything, just like say it if I like notice or figure out kind of notice who bought it.
You do. You know them.
Oh gosh darn it, it's
Yes!
Algatrue or whatever her name is.
Yes!
Alligator takes it.
Alligator.
Heck yeah!
Why heck yeah.
Because he can
What
rob her.
problems do we have with that a planar shifting could help? And we're making relations with this individual?
If it goes to that point, sure. Anyways,
It doesn't matter what plane it goes to, it just can't be on the material plane.
so there you go. Alligator gets the cubic gate. Next up, we have a rather interesting piece. An original. Never before seen. First available here. Brought in by a group of individuals led by a noble Vatica who delved the depths of an ancient tree. Apparently, it was very deadly. Fought a wood and harvested what took the place of its heart. Here we have one of the largest chunks of soul amber to ever be seen. We will begin the bidding at 90,000 gold. Do I hear 90,000? Yes, you do. An individual throws up their placard. 90,000, very good. Do I hear 95,000?
What's the energy of the crowd seem like?
Depends on the person. Some people are kind of like whispering and pointing, and other people are like, eh. But there are some individuals that are definitely interested. Like this is an odd piece, not something you see very often. Definitely a talking point for some individuals. You get the feeling that there are some individuals here who are looking for collector's items, specifically like paintings and art and odd little tidbits. You have other people who are here looking for more useful items, like Allegratura, right? She took something that could help her in her trade, things of that nature. So it just kind of depends. The people who are looking for collectibles, kind of interested.
Too bad Bakir's not here to make it real shiny.
95,000. Do I hear 95,000 gold? A hand goes up. Very well. Do I hear 100,000 gold? Do I hear 100,000 gold? That's actually on. Okay. Hold on. Someone puts up their placard and says 120,000 gold. 120,000 gold. Very well. Do I hear 130,000 gold? 130,000 gold? Someone else throws up their placard. 130. Very well. 130,000 gold. Do I hear 140,000? 140,000 gold for this wonderful and unique piece that could definitely be put into a setting and used for a talking piece, or used as some sort of component in an absolutely opulent and magnificent piece of magical architecture. Okay. 150,000 gold. Someone pipes up. You guys are getting low rolls on this new 100.
Which is good.
Which is good. 150,000 gold. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take it up a notch. Do we hear 180,000 gold? 180,000 gold. Going once. Going twice. You guys try and throw up a false bid?
No, we're not gonna risk it.
Somebody does throw up their hand at the very last second. You rolled exactly what you needed.
Yes!
To get another bid.
Kedron, this is where you go out and start poking people so they throw up their hands.
180,000 gold. Do I hear 200,000? 200,000 gold? 200,000 going once. 200,000 going twice. Last second, someone throws up their hand. You guys rolled stupidly low on this, and it hurts my soul. But it doesn't, because it's awesome. 300,000 gold, comes a voice from the back.
We roll a 1?
Rolled a 4.
Nice!
The probability of getting another bid is stupidly low right now. I'm going to let you know that right now.
McGear uses pork and dice to give us a natural 1.
This is a D100. You know what? I'm going to roll this out in the open, just for the fun. You guys need a 10 or lower. 300,000 gold. Very well.
Come on, big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
500,000 gold. 500,000 gold. Going once. Going twice. And sold to the gentleman in the back for 300,000 gold. That gives you guys a bidding power of 315,000 gold. Just FYI.
Wait, I thought we hit 400,000 and then we were trying to go for 500,000.
No,
No,
you got
it's
300,000. He was trying to add another 200,000 on top because the bidding was going so hot. Right. So,
Boys, if we split that evenly, that is
don't forget your 10% commission.
Oh, well, yeah, but not including 10% commission. That's 60,000 pop.
And I'm in bank. This is why you don't complain at me about not having gold when you don't even check out the items I give you. A couple of more art pieces go up. One is very interesting. Some of you have very high perception, investigation. This is an artifact from pre-calamity. They're not sure what it does, but it has a probably 6-inch tube, and behind that 6-inch tube sits a small contraption of other small tubes that are all connected together in a circle.
Would we recognize this because of fire cult?
It looks real similar to a fire cult, but like buried in the ground for 200 years and then dug up. Like, it's obviously non-functional. And could never be restored to function, neither could you reverse engineer it due to the level of corrosion and damage.
But it could possibly be used as a spell component.
But it, in form, is similar to the fire cult. We will start bidding at 1 million gold. It's a pre-calamity artifact. These things are super rare and highly sought after for collectors. Like, we're talking stupid amounts. And it gets a bid. I mean, the bidding goes on to about 2.5 million gold. For this thing.
Guess we're not using that as a spell component for fire cult.
That is stupidly sought after collector's item. Anything pre-calamity. Next up, this is very useful for parties where you must entertain, or given to a jester to use as an entertainment. We have a deck of illusion. Draw a card and it creates an illusion that is very, very convincing. We'll start the bidding at 500 gold. We have 500. Do I hear 600 gold? 600 gold for the deck of illusion. 73, very well. 600 gold. Do I hear 700 gold? 700 gold? Somebody else throws up their card. Very well. 700 gold. 700 gold. Do we hear 800? 800 gold. 800 gold, going once, going twice. 800 gold. Very well, 900 gold. Do I hear 900 gold? Going once, going twice. Sold. It should have been number 33.
33?
38, sorry. 38.
Yeah, 38. That's just coming out of my personal deposit. So.
Okay, so you're 10,000 gold?
Well, yeah, I mean, I deposited 1,000.
Yes. But your bidding power
it's
gets
coming out of
subtracted
his-
as you go along.
Yeah.
So 315,000 minus, what was that, 900 gold?
Yeah. No, he was pushing for 900. It was
Yeah,
800, I thought.
you got it for 800.
Yeah,
He was
800,
pushing
sorry.
for
800.
pushing for 900.
Yeah, 800, my bad.
So we have 314,200.
Yeah. So you guys have 314,200 left to bid with. Well, very well. A few more art pieces, a few more little knickknacks, paddywhacks, and give the dog bones. And comes up a sword. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have a very interesting piece and one that has sparked much debate over the years. And we have had our own professionals take a look at the enchantment on it, ensuring that it is exactly what it says on the tag. A Dragon Slayer sword. Now, as many of you know, dragons are widely thought to be purely mythological creatures. However, this built prior to the calamity... I can't call it. Sorry, what was I calling it? Calamities. I've been running too much Critical Role. Shoot, what was I calling it? It's in my notes. Calamity is Critical Role. I can't call it that, and it's something else entirely anyway. It was a different bad thing that happened. Shoot. I'm real tired today, guys.
Hold up, give me a second. Continue with what you're doing. I will get you the information you need.
Okay, anyways. Prior to the downfall. Therefore, it has sparked some debate that perhaps dragons did exist at some point in humanity's past. Thus, making this sword a very interesting piece that someone took the time to craft such an enchantment for supposedly mythical creatures. Do I hear 900,000 immediately goes up? Do we care past that what it goes for?
I have to do it.
Well, I'll tell you, it goes for a cool 1.5 million. Again, it was another free calamity thing, and also very interesting. Free downfall.
My money don't jiggle jiggle. Yep, full.
Alright.
Wiggle wiggle. For sure.
2 more items of the evening are actually of interest. One of them being an iron flask. This is an item that you can uncap and, you know, via some saves and stuff, you can try to trap a creature in it. However, it's already full. And has been as long as anybody knows. And there are stories that there's a demon trapped within, that no, it's an angel, that it's some sort of mythological creature. Nobody knows what's in it, and everyone's been too afraid to open it, essentially. But it's there.
I'm gonna lean over to Father Ironcloak. It is him that has Detect Evil and Good available, right? Or is that Alara? I can't remember.
I don't know, Ironcloak, do you have Detect Evil?
I'm checking. I'm checking. I don't currently have that.
Okay. Don't.
Hold up. I can check and see if I can't remember.
We'll start the bidding at 300 gold. Do I hear 300 gold? And it goes up. Are you guys planning on bidding, or is this something that you're just going to watch pass by?
Yeah, I'll do 500 gold.
500 gold for the individual there. Very well, 500 gold. Do I hear 600? Wow, it's a really low roll. 800 gold from the back. They rolled like 3. 800 gold. Do I hear 9? 900 gold.
Sure.
900 gold. Very well. 1,000 gold. Do I hear 1,000 gold? Going once. Going twice. 1,000 golds to number 38.
No, you were pushing for 1,000 gold.
Sorry, 900.
Try to upcharge us. I'm not having it.
Mixed up every time. That's fine. Call it out. I'm trying to run an auction here, and the numbers get all mixed up. So 900 gold.
So 2 items for 900 gold. No, 1 for 800, 1 for 900. Yeah.
You guys have 313,300 gold left for the bidding power. Again, a few more non-interesting items pass before the final interesting item of the evening, which is a glamoured elven chain shirt. This is a shirt of chainmail that you can put on. Does not require attunement. You don't have to have proficiency in the armor type. It is a +1, which makes it a 14 plus Dex AC.
Max 2. Right?
I don't know, look it up. Some of them have max 2, some of them don't for medium armor. And you can make it look like any other piece of clothing as long as it has the same general size and shape. So you can make it look like a really nice top. You can make it look like a dress. If you like let it down a little bit, if it's a little long, you can, you know, have it look like a set of armor. You can have it look like a set of leather armor. Whatever. It is illusionable. We'll start the bidding at 2,000 gold. Do I hear 2,000 gold? 1,000 gold. Good.
4,000?
Yeah, somebody bid 4,000
Okay.
because they rolled a 5.
No, you're good. I just didn't hear what number you said.
Do I hear 5,000 gold? 5,000 gold? Are any of y'all bidding on it?
No.
I will throw out that if McGear were here, this is very much up his alley, being able to wear it, because you don't have to have proficiency with medium armor to put it on.
Cool. So, are we getting permission to spend McGear's money on buying this thing for him? Alright. Sure. Whatever, the 5,000, is that what the bid was?
Currently, 5,000 is the bid. Yes.
Alright.
5,000.
Anyone say something if they're not cool with this.
Well, unless, you know, we're going to take it out of his share of the gold, and if he doesn't like it, he can sell it.
That sounds fine with me. Thule, any objections?
Nope.
Alright. 5,000 gold.
5,000 gold. Do I hear 6? 6,000 gold. 6,000 gold. Do I hear 7? 7,000 gold. 7,000 going once. Going twice.
7.
7,000 gold. Do I hear 8? 8,000 gold. 8,000 gold for this wonderful set of armor. Keep you safe, make you look good. Going once. Going twice.
10,000.
Sold.
No, we have to bid! Don't say that.
For
Oh,
10,000?
never mind. Sorry. I thought someone else bid.
No, Father Ironcloak did.
Okay, sorry.
Right, yeah. It is a max 2 on the...
Chain shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
And no disadvantage on stealth.
7,000 gold. Sold to Florum DA number 38. Alright, there is the end of the auction. Let me do a little math here.
For the total we spent?
Okay, you have the total we spent. I can give you
Well, I gotta do... Hold on.
10%, you said, right?
Yes. 300,000.
270,000 is what we get from that. Because 10% is
I had pulled
30,000.
that up below. 270,000. And then minus how... Don't include the first 1,500 gold, though, because that was our... that we put down.
Yeah.
So we bought 3 items. One for 7 grand, one for 900, one for 800, right?
Yes. 8,700 is
Yeah.
what you spent. So that would be 270,000 minus 8,700 is 261,300 gold.
Okay.
Divided by 5, that's 52,260.
Yes, but
We also
What-
were going to take it out of, like, each individual
Yeah,
person's
so-
share.
what I think we had originally talked about was we were going to do 1 share for each person, then 1/6 of it we were going to put in the group fund, right?
Yep.
I think is what we had been
Okay.
talked about last time. Kedrin,
Sure.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Actually,
So-
no, we had talked about that when we decided we already have a lot of money in the group fund.
Okay.
Like, way more than any of us have. And if we want, we can take it back out later, but...
So it'd be 54,000 per person.
Mm-hmm.
Kedrin would get 53,200.
No, I'm getting 54, because mine paid out of what I deposited. And I still have another 200 left out of what I deposited.
Hold on, if you're doing it, so, yeah, 270,000 is what you guys got after the 10%.
Because
Yes.
what I paid was less than what I deposited. So it wouldn't take out of the auction price of the item.
Yeah, because you deposited 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I was just assuming it'd be easier to just add the like 54,000 subtracted with whatever he spent, then subtracting what he spent from his account.
54,000 plus 200 because that's what was left over from my deposit.
Yeah.
Right. So did you subtract the 1,000 when we started? Because I didn't subtract. I was just going to subtract whatever I spent.
I
afterwards.
subtracted
Okay.
1,000 out of my stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So then
So
McGear's getting 48.
minus, and he paid 7k.
Yeah, so it'd be 48 is what he gets.
47.
He paid, okay, 47. Alara gets 54, Phil gets 54, and then I paid 900 for mine, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna send them a text message real quick, so that they can put that in their inventory, and I have stuff.
And remember, you deposited 500.
Yes, but I wasn't subtracting that from my account until I spent it, so I'm just adding 53,100, which will be minus the 900 I spent.
So 54,000.
Yes. And I'm assuming this is something we can get auto sent to our accounts. They're not going to get
54,000 gold was the normal break.
Yes, and then McGear's getting 47 for McGear, 54 for Alara, and then McGear has the shirt. So, Brian, I'm assuming this...
Just a second.
Okay, yeah.
Sending
have
a
my money.
group message.
So,
There we go. Okay. Yeah, what was that, Obi?
I'm assuming this is something that they like auto deposit in our accounts, and they're not giving us, 270,000 gold in cash,
Yeah, so
right?
as you walk over at the end of the evening to basically the settle up booth, the bugbear you saw is standing over there with his little bow tie and everything, and he's standing there, and you go over and you hand in your number, and they go, oh yes, and they do all the little maths and everything, and they go, very well, here's your grand total of what you get back. Will you be depositing it on an account or anything like that? Please step right over here to the side with Mr. Ogros. He'll be taking care of you as he is our bank representative for the evening. And the bugbear is taking care of bank transactions there. He is actually a banker.
Insert all the banking information and stuff.
Yes.
because more paperwork. Nobody really ever feels like role-playing paperwork.
You don't want to roleplay like all of the boxes you have to fill out? Guys,
Well,
I prepared
okay,
forms for
the
this.
only way I want to roleplay it is if he has a cool, like, automated pad that we get to sign with our fingers.
No, he doesn't. It's all
Okay.
paper. It's actually all papyrus.
Those things suck. Like, you can never actually
Yeah,
sign your
but
name.
you know how
It
many
just
cool
looks like you
scribbles
just-
I could do on it?
It looks like you just spit on a piece of paper with ink in your mouth or something.
I mean, to be fair, that's how some people sign paperwork, I swear.
I got a friend
My-
that drew Homer Simpson.
My signature's not pretty by any means, but you know how bad it gets when I'm using like a digital pad? It's bad.
I hear those aren't very absorbent.
Well, but you know, for the e-girls, they work perfectly.
You know what? I'm done for the night. I'm going to bed. Goodbye, guys.
Heard.
That's it. We're done. That's all we're doing.
Okay,
Actually,
you gotta admit,
if
that
you would like
was-
to take a break, now would be the time, I think.
Alright.
Now sounds like a good time for a break. We will be back in like 10 or 15 minutes. So, you guys finish the auction. There's a little bit of socializing towards the end. If you wish to partake, you certainly can. If you wish to go talk to anybody or whatever.
Oh, excuse me, Ali.
Oh, yeah, hello.
So, I couldn't help but notice to cure.
It's fascinating, isn't it? I'm starting to think maybe, like, if I can work with you to get coffee, T, and then I can take it to another plane of existence and settle it there. Imagine the markup I can get. Not only is it from this plane, which obviously has the best T, it's from the place that has the best T on this plane. In a whole, I can sell it for so much. Then I can get spices or like all sorts of weird stuff from over there and bring it back here and sell it. It's great.
So, you don't exactly know where it goes yet, do you?
No, not at all. Not yet. Gonna have to play with it.
Best copy on this
Keep us
plane.
updated because,
Yeah,
of course, I wouldn't try to include this in our current deal. This is completely separate. But
Of course.
we might have some interest in possibly paying for passage to a different plane.
Plane of passage for sale. I can sell vacations to other planes of existence.
I mean, as long as it's not like, you know, someplace trip. But I'm sure that
Adventure vacations to other planes of existence. If they're terrible, it's all in the marketing. All in the marketing.
Alex.
Oh, I can make so much money with this. Thank you.
Alex.
Thank you so much.
Alex.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So I might keep that under the wraps that you have a way to go to different dimensions. Because, well, at least the sort of people we've run into would be more than happy to take that off your hands.
at least be very careful about it. And I would suggest, even if you use it, you don't try to hide it under a guise. Make them think it's something else that's doing.
Yes, it's smart. I can have like a magic circle you step through, and boom, you're in the world, and you're there for vacation. It's great. Come back at the end of the time. You come back through. I wonder if time lines up between different planes of reality. Don't know. Anyway,
Not all of them, but not all of the time.
Oh, maybe you should let us go through to make sure the area's safe for the vacation.
I'd be willing to play scouts. Yeah, need scouts. Definitely have to play some scouts. I'd play you to scout.
It's not pressing at the moment. We can discuss this further along with our other business.
Yeah, no, not doing it here. Not doing it now. Need to do a little research. Need to set some stuff up. See if I can figure out where it goes before I send people. I got mages I can talk to for a bit of a fee. They'll identify. It's great. Things and stuff. Anyways,
Well, actually, I do believe we do have somebody that could identify it.
how's he here right now?
No, he's back at where we're staying.
Well, you know, it's fine. I should probably keep some trade secrets.
Alright,
At least for
very
now.
well. Very well.
But I will let you know in the future.
Well,
if
we are
I
prepared
require
to visit you according to your invitation.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
2
we can
weeks. 2 weeks is when the ball is. Don't forget. Be great. Be grand.
Yes.
Actually, it's a grand ball of Nocron, so it should be grand.
I would hope so.
One would hope. Did it a few times before. It's all right. You like
I
this one?
would
I'm
See
there
you
for the
then.
money. Sorry, what?
I will see you then.
Yeah, pleasure. And she pops right off. She's very excitable, very kindly. At least puts on a ditzy front.
I am feeling very positive about this relationship, considering we had a 27 insight and a natural 27 insight, and she seemed alright.
She seems to be telling the truth about what she wants as far as trade agreements.
Fair enough.
You didn't incite the ditziness.
Or she's an extraplanar entity that's about to just, like, ruin our day.
DC 30, dang, you missed it. She is Satan.
She's Asmodean?
No. Just Satan. Anyways, the evening is yours. It is fairly late into the evening. You guys have had food already. Like, there's plenty of food served while you were there. Duck is, or Goose the duck. Yeah, Goose the duck is sitting outside, waiting for you and watching you as you go.
You know, despite the fact I grew up with quite a lot, even to me this seems like quite the chunk of money.
Yeah, no, definitely a chunk of money.
Yeah. I've never seen so much money at one time.
Same.
Oddly enough, I don't think I have either. Most of our assets are physical.
And you said how late is it?
it's fairly late at night, probably 10, 11 o'clock at night. Like, there's some street vendors out if you want to get, like, medieval, totally not street tacos.
Medieval, totally not street tacos sound pretty good.
Kebab. It is basically kebab, alright?
Alright, medieval
That's
kebab
what-
it is.
Medieval kebab. I'm down with that.
Heck yeah, you guys get some great meat skewers, there's some nice pita bread, or naan, or whatever. It's not quite either one, right? It's its own thing. Like, how much are y'all eating? Just a serving each, or are you, like, pigging out here? Like, what are we talking?
I'll probably have like a serving or two.
Okay, it's like 2 copper. It's good, cheap street food, right? It's not, like... This is for those people who work late and are on their way home, and there are a few street stalls still.
We are celebrating
Alright.
becoming rich by eating street food, and I love it.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
gonna-
I'm also... Oh,
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Fool.
I was gonna say I'm gonna grab some for myself and then grab some from Regier, catch on to his love of food.
Yeah, for sure. So 4 copper.
I'll also tip the street vendor a copper. Because, you know, I'm feeling in the mood.
Okay, so
Feeling rich.
you tip a whole copper. Nice.
Well, I mean,
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
I won't get bugged by nobody.
It is late. The streets are dark.
I'm gonna tip him 53,000 coins.
I mean, they could mug you and they'd find nothing.
True. Actually, that's very true.
They would find some, but not like that much.
No.
Just near a street vendor out for a stroll, some dude walks up and just puts 1,000 pounds of gold on you. Just here's your tip.
Terrified that it's stolen and I'm going to prison. And I take it anyway. Because let's face
Plausible
it,
deniability.
a 50-50 bet of that much money, we're going to prison. Not only can I pay off all of my house and everything else, I can pay for my daughter's college. Easy.
Hey, at that point, plausible deniability is on your side.
That's right. There are no serial numbers on this travel board. So yeah, you guys eventually make it back to your room at the inn. Kedron and Alara, they're starting to feel better. They're not feeling great. You give them the food. Kedron is very appreciative. Food is tasty.
Veterans a treat? You mean the gear?
The gear-
Always mix these two up.
Did we get kebab for Alara?
I don't know. Did you?
All right, I subtracted 2 more copper. We got kebab for Alara.
Okay, you bring them both kebab. It's wonderful. They're very appreciative. It is tasty. It's actually some really dang. Here, let me see how good this kebab is that you bought from the street vendor. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good.
No food poisoning. Awesome.
No food poisoning. You rolled a 15. You're good.
Food poisoning to stack on top of their food poisoning.
Yeah, food poisoning is an at 1. That would have given you all food poisoning. Like, it would have tasted absolutely freaking delicious and then just bad the next day. But no, you're good.
Why is the stuff that gives you food poisoning taste so good?
It's the extra bacteria, man. It just...
It's
Really?
different.
Because if it doesn't taste good, you don't put it in your mouth.
Well, you do. You just spit it right back out. Anyways,
I'm going to sleep.
yes, the night has passed. You all get a long rest. You wake up in the morning. The day is yours.
I'm going to change a spell out.
You have a couple of different options you have discussed. But yeah, it's there before you. You have a lead on where the next sword piece is at. It's only a few days down the road, probably.
Yeah, but the party's not until 2 weeks from now.
True.
Knowing how long it takes to travel to different places, estimating that the portal or the overlapping is on the far side of the country beside us, how long that would take us to get there and
Give
back.
me just a second. Hey Jacob, do me a favor and look up the travel rate on horseback in 5.8. See.
24 miles for an 8-hour day on a horse.
Yeah, trying to move these stupid rulers in this thing. Alright, how far across is one of these cells right now? One cell is, so 2 days worth of travel. You're about here. What was the name of the town I said you guys were in?
Oh,
Deerborough? No, Deerborough is the one that was beside us, wasn't it?
Bukish. No, that's the morning Deerborough.
Yeah, Deerborough. Townsville was the little town. Alright, let's see. That is 2. Taking the road. That's 2. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You know, we're just going to count as the bird flies. You're not following roads.
It doesn't have to be. I'm just asking rough.
As the bird flies, you're looking at 14 days following roads. You're probably going to look closer to 26, 28 days.
And that's there.
Yeah, that's there, not back.
I just wondered. I was just curious.
Yeah.
That's to Necron?
No, that is to, if you were to assume that this shard of the Feywild is on the other side of the neighboring kingdom that you know it to be in. That's how long it would take to get there. But
Okay.
you're not even sure where in that country it's at. It's somewhere in that country, but it's a big country.
Yeah. So. Hey, is there a library in this town?
Small one.
Couldn't hurt. I can spend some time doing some research, and then go check in on my armor again. My
Okay,
characters again.
what are you researching?
Quaddle. Anything I can find out on.
First off, 2 gold for the day. How many days are you planning on researching?
I'm just gonna start with that.
Okay, 2 gold for the day. Give me an investigation check. Father Ironcloak, what are you up to?
Alright, so starting off the day, we're gonna spend a couple of minutes doing some meditation and stuff, and I'm gonna cast divination.
Okay.
And ask what creature's in my ceramic jar of the Pokeballness.
Your Iron Flask.
Yes.
Throw that up in the chat for me real quick, the spell. Let's see. Incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion, together worth at least 25 gold, which is bulk incense. What are you sacrificing?
That's
I
a
mean,
good question.
it could be incense. You know, Catholics do burn incense.
Well, incense and an appropriate offering.
Well, incense can have a price. You can have
Yeah.
so much in incense.
True.
Like 25 gold in incense.
Well, let him decide. I want to see what he comes up with.
I'm just tossing out suggestions. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't have to be what you do.
Give me a couple minutes to think about it. Go on to someone
Okay.
else. I'll be back.
Let me
to you.
read through your spell real quick. Alright, Brother Thule, what are you doing?
I'm going to, look around for some new armor.
Okay, any particular type of armor you're after?
I thought you didn't use armor.
Oh, right, I don't. Crap. That ball I've got, that's a two-handed.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, can't do a shield either.
I mean, you could always look for a one-handed weapon. And a shield.
True. I'll do that as well as see about refilling my 2 empty potion bottles.
As well as, what was that second part?
Refilling my 2 empty potion bottles.
Okay, as a note, there is no place in this town that does refills. You can buy new ones. Salazar's doesn't have that set up yet because this is past Salazar's. Let's see. And then what type of specific weapon are you looking for that's one-handed? Battle axe, long sword, a hammer, like a spear.
I'll go for I guess an axe.
Battle axe? I think that's one-handed, or at least versatile.
I think it's one-handed because in the past I had a homebrew versatile version for like a pack weapon.
No, it is versatile.
It is?
Yes. Battle axe. You're thinking of a hand axe. Yes, it is D8, D10. D8 one-handed, D10 two-handed. Looks like.
Okay, it was a
Maybe. Well,
it was a versatile version of a hand axe, which was D8, D6, D8 then.
I might be wrong. Let me double check. 5E.
The battle axes are great weapons. Two-handed.
No, that's a great axe,
Okay.
which is a whole nother weapon. Battle axe, 1d8, versatile, 1d10. Yeah, so it's 1d8, 1d10. Yeah, are you looking for just like a random one, or are you trying to go to Salazar's and find an enchanted one? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll look for an enchanted one because more fun.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d100.
Okay.
And you have a 25% chance of finding one there. 25 or under, he has some sort of enchanted battle axe.
Okay.
12.
Cool.
I feel like the dice are in our favor for the most part tonight. Maybe not entirely, but for the most part.
When it counts, they're in our favor.
Just a second to figure out which enchantment I'm giving you.
Okay.
There's a specific one I want to give you, but... Alright, cool. It is a Flame Tongue Battle Axe. So, normal stats of a Battle Axe. However, you can use a bonus action to speak this magic sword's command, or magic axe's command, causing flames to erupt from the blade. These flames shed a bright light of 40 feet and dim light additional 40 feet while the sword or axe is ablaze. I'm taking another magic weapon to make you an axe, okay? Calm down. It deals an extra 2d6 fire damage to any target it hits. The flames last until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you drop or sheath the weapon.
Wait, so he has infinite fire axe that does 2d8 fire
There's also going to
damage.
be a price tag on that.
Yeah.
Imagine pretty hefty because that's a lot of damage.
6 gold.
Looking up something right now.
Oh, I'm broke again, guys.
Let's see. Don't care about any of that. Alright, just give me A to Z, please. Alphabetically, here we go. that really what I was just looking at? It is very reasonably priced, all things considered. Yeah, this is the official D&D Beyond description. Holy smokes. Let me double check over here. Yeah. Yeah, there's no, like, once per day or nothing on this. Does require attunement, though. 5,000 gold is the price tag on that.
Sold.
Alright. Mark off 5,000 gold, add Flame Tongue Axe to your inventory.
Alright, and then that was a one-handed or versatile weapon?
Versatile, which means when you wield it in one hand, it's a D8. When you wield it in two, it is a D10.
Okay, and then,
Wait. Just so I get this right. His axe does a d10 of damage, and then if it's on fire, it does 2d8 as well?
2d6, you said.
2d6 of fire damage. It is not +1, and only the fire damage is considered magical for the purposes of surpassing resistance.
and I guess since I got this, we'll look for a shield as well.
Shields are easy enough to find. You can pick up a shield not too hard. There's not an enchanted one in Salazar's shop.
Sure.
I'm not even giving that one a roll right now because you already got just a ridiculously cool weapon because you rolled so low on that.
Thule.
Yeah.
But there might be one in future Salazar's shop.
See, tools. Not
costs
100%
10
on
gold.
all this is. How much?
10
10
gold
For your shield.
for your shield.
Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Wait.
What?
I just realized something. Would past us not have realized the spike in our accounts?
No, because we haven't been to the bank in the past 36 days or 6 weeks.
We went to the bank when we finished the contest.
No, we didn't. It got
Yep,
auto deposit. No, it got auto deposited in our bank.
Yep. And then you went directly from there to the tree without even checking.
The last time we would have been at the bank would have been right after the pirate island dealio.
So we could have bought a bunch of stuff then, but we just didn't have.
That's what we're gonna say.
Okay.
Your shield is on your page. I dropped it in. I'm gonna have to build the flame tongue axe. So if you use it, just remember you're using an axe.
Okay, the axe is... What was that again? For the damage, the dice, sorry.
It is a D.
Okay.
So it's 2d6 extra fire damage. I just dropped a regular battle axe onto your character sheet, where you can click the button on your character sheet. I haven't built you a macro for it yet,
Okay. I was
and
just...
then we'll just have to do that.
Alright, yeah, I was just taking
There
notes.
should be a shield in your inventory as well.
Yep.
Okay, cool. As long as you have it in your inventory, you're good to go. Alright, let's circle back around to everybody else, because you just made the find of a sentry in Salazar's shop and bought a freaking awesome axe, and I'm super jealous because I want one in real life. Kedron, what were you doing again? I forget.
1, research. 2,
Yes.
checking on that.
17. Small library. Not much. You don't find anything on Quaddles, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Yeah, actually. I found someone that may be able to craft this into a rather interesting item. We're not sure what properties it'll have yet. It won't be magical, but it should have some of the properties of the creature it was pulled from.
Might I ask, how long do they say it might take?
Well, that depends. Standard, for about something this odd, and just a very basic breastplate, about 300 gold to craft, probably a couple of weeks. If you want it sooner, you could pay more. If you want it to be more ornate, you could pay more.
Could you get me in contact with this individual?
Absolutely. If you come with me. And he walks you down the road a little ways, and you get the feeling he's definitely making a finder's fee off of this. he takes you to a craftsman shop. Now, this individual is both a carver of wood and a dyer of fabrics, it seems. Also in their shop is some leather goods, but they don't make those. And it is a goblinoid individual, one of the few you've ever seen not working in a bank. Looks up at you and goes, "Is this the one?" "Yes, it is."
Ah, yes, yes.
Kind of brushes some sawdust off of herself and waddles over there.
My name's Kara. You're the one with the, interesting bit of carapace you desire to be made into a breastplate, yes?
Yep.
Very well, very well. Come, sit, tea.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Should I mention, isn't Kara what I named Big Sal's Goblin Lieutenant?
I
No.
have no idea.
The answer to that is yes.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even think about that. I just pulled a name out of my butt.
Apparently the name Kara and goblins go together like peanut butter and jelly.
It was either that or Boblin. But it was a girl, so...
There you go.
Kara the Goblin. You know what? Maybe Kara is actually secretly a deity and just is immortal. And now she's in the future. She's working as a lieutenant to a mob boss. Who
In
knows?
a completely different multiverse.
She's that powerful of a demigod. Anyways, moving forward.
So, basic breastplate, right?
200 gold, like I said. Or like he told you, I'm sure. If you want it more ornate, more. If you want it quicker, more. Depends on what you want.
How fast could you possibly make this if I was willing to pay more?
Let's see. She goes and pulls out a book and opens it up, like seeing what other projects she has on the books.
Well, you have to outbid this guy. He's really pushy. I could get it done in 2 days. For about 8,000 gold.
8,000 2 days.
I'm pushing back everyone else who's already paid to have their stuff hotlined. You want it in a week? You drop down to like 600 gold. You asked the
550.
quickest.
Persuasion check.
Go on, Kedron, another natural 20.
Only got a +2. 15.
575.
517, you have a deal.
Persuasion.
I can't go lower than 575. I'm sorry. That's literally what I have to lose to push back other things.
Fair enough.
Awesome. Now that's basic. If you want like ornate things, you want like your baby crest on there, you want like a battle scene, like where you got it from, more. Depending on what you want.
For now, I'll just go with what is, and if I want more on it, I can simply have paint it on or something. Worry about that later.
Paint it. Paint will come right off. Engraved. Engraving is where it's at. And, as the person who's building it, I know where all the structures are at, which means that I won't, screw up the integrity of the breastplate by engraving into it. Now, best time to engrave is at the beginning, before you even start.
I'm not too terribly interested. There are times which I wish to be unidentified, so...
Very well, if you want just the basic, plain poor boy status, then sure. 575 gold.
I mean,
come
yeah,
back in a week.
75.
Alright, you have yourself a deal. Father Ironcloak, what are you sacrificing?
I don't know. Huh?
Please say a goat. That'd be hilarious.
What about Goose?
No! I'll sacrifice Fool's Bunny.
No!
You can totally do 25 gold worth of incense if you want to.
I mean, I don't know. This is like, Vatica's like Catholic, right? Kind of esque.
Yeah. Totally not Catholic.
I will sacrifice 25
A child's innocence, but no.
25 gold worth of dove.
Sure.
I'm
Dove is a commodity you can buy in this town. Sure. Yeah.
More Jewish, but okay.
Whatever.
Alright, fine. I will sacrifice 25 gold worth of wine. There we go. Is that Catholic enough for you, Kedrin?
I was mostly making a joke, but how are you sacrificing it? You just... In the name of the Lord!
That doesn't count. That would be imbibing, not sacrificing. So, 25 gold worth of dove. Perfect. You use it's like 2 doves. Alright, doves ain't cheap. The nice pure white ones that you want to sacrifice, okay? Plus, that way you don't have like 30 doves in your 2 really nice, high-end, pure white doves. They're expensive. You sacrifice them. And you cast your spell. What is the question you were asking?
What creature is inside the iron flask?
Okay, so the question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity.
What's going to come out when I open the iron flask?
What's going to come out?
That is an event when you open it.
The first time. The first time I open it.
Okay, you are correct. Let's see. Migir's human. Okay. As you ask this question, you're sitting there, and Migir happens to walk through the door and be like, "Hey, going to get a sandwich? You want one?" And the backlighting hits him so perfectly, it like halos him.
So something of celestial nature, I'm gonna assume.
He is... No, I'm celestial.
He's a human.
Magir's purely human.
So there's a person in the jar. Oof. I don't want the jar. Because either the jar captured a human in a different dimension, or it is a human-esque thing from a different dimension.
Hey, it could be an easy way to access the guy from the bag of holding.
Wait. It says native to. That means where that species originated.
That was not native.
Originated on
Material plane.
plane.
Yes.
I thought it was not native to.
Yes, you have to capture a creature that is not native to the plane of existence that you are currently standing on when you try to capture it.
So it could have been captured on a different
Yes, so it was either a human was captured in a different dimension,
plane.
a different plane.
Those are different things. Planes
Or-
and dimensions
okay.
are different things.
Okay, a human was captured in a
Yes.
different plane of existence, or it's a non-human, humanoid-esque thing. Cool. That's actually pretty cool. I'm probably going to kill myself.
Because
with it, but it's
plane is, of course, like the celestial plane, like the Nine Hells. Dimension is like the Sword Coast universe versus Exandria universe.
Okay, so you're talking dimensions or multiverses.
Well, D&D is all already a multiverse. We'll get into this later. There's a lot.
Whatever.
To go
Anyways.
into.
Alright, cool. There's a human-esque thing in my,
Yes.
Alright, just for poops and giggles, I'm also casting Detect Evil and Good on it.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Throw that in the chat for me there real quick. I just want to see something. Where you're at. 30 feet is all those creatures located somewhere, you know. Spell can't penetrate barriers and result by one from a stone. Yeah, okay, no, nothing.
Cool.
I didn't know what the range was. Yeah.
And would it be possible for me to swing by Salazar's?
Yeah, you step into the shop.
I guess I'll meet up with them at, like,
Just leaving.
Salazar's.
Ironcloak steps into the shop. Thule, you just finished your transaction. You have your shield, you now have your axe, and you were about to leave. And there you all three are.
Oh, that looks interesting. What is it?
It's a flame tongue axe.
Oh, fire axe.
It's
Oh.
quite a lot of damage.
Those require attunement, by the way.
Wait, so like, it has tongues that spit fire?
I think that's how it's
It produces tongues of flame.
It just has tongues that appear out of it and start rapping.
like a
Anyway, who is manning the counter when we get there?
It's that same random guy from before, actually. Hey, what's up?
Hello, yes, if I'm not mistaken, Salazar's daughter does enchantments, correct?
Yeah.
We recently came into a bit of money and we're wondering about, possibly upgrading some of our gear. Think she might be able to help us.
Well, she's out right now. She probably won't be back for like another 7 or so weeks, is what she told us. She's on vacation.
Oh. Well, I guess I can at least take a look at what you have here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's almost like the universe doesn't want you to, you know, drop off some stuff to be enchanted and then your past selves be able to pick it up. Because that already didn't happen.
True.
I'm not rewriting the timeline again. Anyways.
But as long as we picked it up within 6 weeks, it'd be fine.
Anyways, what are you guys? What are you looking for specifically in that shop? Ilara's tainted axe is there. She sold that.
I mean, you already know I would love to have an Ion Stone, but the chances of that are 1 in a million, so probably not going to happen. Any
it rolls
sort
a
of
1. No.
Like I said, I already knew that wasn't really going to happen.
Yeah.
Any enchanted, like, boots, rings, or armor pieces that can help me as a rogue, or, of course, always, or, like, you know, shields or bucklers or anything, always weapons enchanted.
Well, he already took the weapon, so for weapons, the likelihood is going to go down from 25 to, like, 5. So let me roll for that. Almost, but no cigar. And then rings or books. Let's see.
Well, I never said books, but I mean,
Oh,
sure,
rings
why not?
or, like, clothing items. Okay.
7.
Why is the 100 roll so freaking low that I have to Alright. It's fine. Let's see. There is a specific item.
I mean, we did talk about that one item that would also allow me to dodge as a cunning action as well as my other items, but that was
I don't remember that.
Oh, never mind. We just talked about the possibility of such an item because you had confused it, but I was just tossing it out because why not? But it doesn't mean that's just gonna be.
No, there's a specific ring I want to throw in there. Hold on. I don't care about Wikidot.
At some point, I still want that one.
Yeah. Okay, I was looking through magic items to put this thing together, the auction I just did, and there was one I actually really liked. Let me find it. Why do you do this to me? What was it called? It was something's probably back in the wars.
Can you bring that other case of water in that you said you bought the other day? Oh, okay.
It was a brooch. Okay. There is a brooch for sale. It is the brooch of shielding. And let me get back to one more item. While wearing this brooch, you have resistance to force damage, and you have immunity to damage from the magic missile spell. You want a price tag on that?
Honestly, force damage and magic missile are super uncommon, so I'm not super concerned about it. I'll pass up on that.
Okay. And then one more item that you do find because I was stupidly roll low. Low roll, whatever. Gloves of missile snaring. These gloves seem to almost melt into your hands when you don them. When ranged attacks hit you while you're wearing them, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your dex mod, provided you have a free hand. If you reduce the damage to 0, you catch the missile if it's small enough to be held by hand.
I never have a free hand in combat.
Alright, well that's what he has.
Okay, just check.
Okay, so no... Okay, cool. Alright, what about you, Obi?
Okay, so 2 specific things I'm looking for. One, I think it's called like a pearl of power that would store a third.
Father Anklet?
Lol. Hilarious. Okay. 2 things specifically. One, like an item that would, I don't know, help against getting mind controlled in the such things, or like, I don't, yeah, not necessarily mind control, but like people messing with my mind.
Just a second. Do. Alright, let's do a quick roll. Alright, so this is a very specific request. It's going to be a 5 or lower on the D100.
Okay.
This is, like I said, a very specific request.
No.
No, unfortunately. Yeah. You're not able to find anything.
Cool.
Alright, anything else for the day? Like, what are y'all up to?
For today, probably not much. Dinner, chill, but I do have something for tomorrow that they're waiting for like at least a week.
Yeah, sure. Like, the time frame, like, if you guys want to jump time, just let me know.
I figure we can probably jump time, but I do need to do something during that week.
Yeah, just let me know anything you want to do during that week then.
I'm looking for splint armor for my horse. Horse armor is 4 times the normal cost. Splint armor is commonly 200, giving an estimated 800 gold. Estimated. Of course, it might go up or down according to the...
You have a blacksmith friend.
I do.
Yeah, I don't have any of that on hand. I can build some. Be a custom request. It's going to cost. For something like that, I have built before. It'd be about 800 gold, but... roll something real quick. Yeah, sure. Take about 2 weeks. That's a lot of work, and I have a few items ahead of it.
Are there any sorts of horse armors that you do have on hand, or you just have none at all?
I don't keep horse armor on hand. Horses are expensive to begin with, and as we're not at war barding and such, it's not high demand.
I do plan on leaving before then, so sadly I will have to pass.
Okay, well, you know, if you y'all happen back by, I'd be more than happy to fit your horse with some intricate barding.
You have a lovely
You too.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Is there like a stable around there to purchase horses?
Oh yeah.
All right, I want to go look at horses.
Oh yeah, I should do the same.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to Stables. What we looking for?
I'm looking for like a war horse.
Ooh, warhorse. Well,
Kind of into like the adventuring scene and.
War horses get expensive. Keep in mind, throughout most of this campaign, the war horse is basically all I've bought.
And I am filthy rich, so shut up, peasant.
I'm trying to find the price of these things. Give me a second. Looking for a war train. Well, I got a few, but you know they're not cheap. Mostly keep them because the old noble over there, he liked to get war train horses. Since he died, I was able to buy a couple off his estate. Yeah, come on, come take a look at them. One is just an absolutely beautiful paint. Gorgeous, not too old, pretty good shape. The other one is just pure white.
Okay.
Oh, I can go about. I'll take 400 each.
Alright, I'll give him 400 for the white one. Is that with saddle?
Yeah, like
and all the...
your basic saddle attack. Not any barding, but saddle attack, yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Alright, I'll do 400 for the white one.
Okay. Yeah. Tell you what, though, I got a real good deal. I was able to buy some horse armor at that auction. Got a couple sets laying around. I got 3 or 4 of them sitting over there.
Alright, I'll go take a look.
I will also take a look if I'm with him.
Are you with him?
I mean, sure, I have a horse. I've spent a little bit. I have nothing else I'm doing. I don't see why I wouldn't go hang out with him.
Yeah. He has 3 sets of ring mail. And a set of studded leather. All for horses. And you said, what was the conversion on horse armor?
Times 4.
Times 4, okay. So, ring mail. That's 30, so... 120? Yeah. 120 gold for the ring mail. And then the studded leather... be 180.
I'll take a ring mail personally.
Really? Why is studded leather 45 and ring mail's only 30? What the heck? Oh, you can add your dex mod to studded leather, that's why.
Would it be ours or the horses?
Horses. Definitely horses.
Well, what's a horse's dex mod?
War horses don't
+1.
have modifiers added to them. They're just a
Oh,
base.
they're not? Oh, okay.
I have all this stuff pulled up right now.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, it would be 12 would be the
Ring
AC
mail-
for the studded leather, and 14
No,
for the
studded
ring.
leather would be. I have it pulled up. Studded leather is 13 for a horse. Ring mail is 14.
Okay, cool.
Okay, then yeah, ring mail.
You said how much was that?
120 gold each.
For the ring mail?
Yeah.
Plus 400 for the horse,
So,
so...
were you purchasing a horse as well?
yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
purchased.
Okay. Are you buying a war horse, like a draft pony, like what?
Yeah, I was going to buy the war horse that Ironcloak didn't buy.
Okay, cool. You get paint. It's gorgeous. I love paints. Why are paints so pretty? Anyway,
You
Yeah.
said 100?
yes, 400, and if you want to purchase armor, it's extra.
Yep.
300.
Yeah, I was going to do that as well.
Ring mail?
Well, we already. The other. You said there was 2 ring mail and 1 studded.
3 ring mail, 1 studded armor.
3 ring.
And the ring mail was
120 gold.
120, okay.
Okay, me and Alara have both named our horses. What are y'all gonna name your horses?
Give me a bit, and I will...
Luch.
monster bait.
Hey, my horse is still alive, has armor, and trampled a red gang.
That is very surprising for a horse in D&D.
But honestly, how often do you actually see people buy horse armor for their horses?
Not very often, because it's not a great investment, because your horse is going to get abandoned somewhere once you want to teleport.
Or you bring your horse with you.
Anyways, alright, we all have horses, we have armor. What is the plan? You guys haven't even discussed steps moving forward.
Well, I imagine we are planning on visiting this bowl, as we discussed previously. Seems like a next logical step in investigating towards the soul piece, as well as possibly with our new friend Ali. Was it? That's the right name, right?
Alligator.
Yes, Ali. Possibly even a solution to our egg problem. Seems like the right move.
That sounds good to me.
Alright.
Say we
You
wait
guys-
for at least a week and a half. This is like at the beginning of the month, like not including a couple days we already passed because it was 2 weeks from then.
Right.
Make sure to show up at least a few days early. And okay, I don't know exactly how long she said it took because you didn't say exactly, but I'm assuming she would have said.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 days to get there.
All right, then stay a week, depart, and see how things are going.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, easy enough. And with that, Kedron, you are able to pick up your breastplate. I'll get you stats for that. I'll let you know now. It's pretty dope. As long as you're wearing it, you get web walk.
Okay.
Because of its sticky tendrils that it shot out, it was immune to other such creatures' sticky tendrils.
So
As long as
anything
you're
that's
wearing
like
that breastplate, you can just whoop, slip right out of webs. You're immune to the sticky properties of webs, essentially.
nice,
It's a breastplate that does that. It's not magical.
cool.
It's just an anti-adhesive, basically.
I'm fine with that.
So he got a breastplate covered in olive oil.
It's a very oily plate, yes. In fact, you're a little afraid America might start to invade. You let them know. And with that, we will pick up next week as you all meet at the gate in order to set off on your journey towards Nocturne.
Real quick, I have a name for my horse.
Okay.
Because it's white and it's cool. And it goes with my theme. I'm going to call it Stormlight.
Nice.
Like Stormlight Archive.
No. Because I haven't seen listened to that book series.
I haven't either, but it's Brandon Sanderson, so I mean it's gotta
What
be
book series is that?
Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. You know the guy that finished Wheel of Time.
We should get that on Audible.
That is the first one. I haven't listened to
I
it.
should go log into his and listen to it. Alright, cool. Alright guys, we will see you next week here on Deus Vault, as we are not switching over to the Starfinder campaign until July, as we've opted to do a 2-month. It gives us a little more opportunity to actually get invested and make some progress in the stories of the respective campaigns. We felt that 1 month just wasn't enough. So until then, have fun. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend. Drink responsibly if you're drinking. Get a DD if you are. Deus Vault.